Told me some other stuff. You said that like maybe Coinbase.
Coinbase I don't like at all. It's too much government influence. They also keep your money hostage. Sometimes you cannot withdraw it, too much questions. I don't like them. The influence money, we don't really need backers. We don't need money. We don't need investment. We are good on our own.
What do you use Twitter for?
I use it for news and uncensored stuff, just like Telegram. Whenever you want to see the actual stuff that is happening, during wars, you just go to Telegram or you go to Twitter. This is the only places that you can actually see the news. And I believe that gold is much better than cryptocurrencies.
We're in Dubai with Crypto News and in partnership with Global Blockchain Show taking place here in Dubai in December. Today I'm with Hubert from SCHIFF Investment Group. Welcome to the show.
Hello. Hi.
After talking with you at the event yesterday, I couldn't help but inviting you to come here, given all your ideas and the things you're working on. You introduced yourself as someone working. I asked you what were you working on, and you said gold, and you just left it there. So could you expand on that for everyone watching to get a bit of context?
Yeah. So I'm attending crypto parties, sure, but I'm a precious metals trader. We are one of the top 5 companies here in UAE when it comes to precious metals. We trade predominantly gold, and I'm a gold holder, gold maxist. And I believe that gold is, much better than cryptocurrencies in general at the moment, because crypto needs improvement. And this is what we are trying to do with gold. And that's why I'm entering blockchain space to improve it with gold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the common comparison would be to compare Bitcoin as the new gold, and you don't really agree with this. Do you think gold is gold?
I don't agree with this because in order to even mine Bitcoin, you need to use gold. All of our computers, phones, motherboards, they're built with gold. Without gold, there is no computers. Without computers, there is no Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm. And so, as you decide to get into the industry, you have this idea of a stable coin. Tell me about it.
Yes, correct. So what we are looking to do, or actually what we are already doing and we are licensed for, is developing a stable coin backed by gold, working on the same concept as Ethena, but they are using the Bitcoin as the underlying asset for the, creating delta neutral position and synthetic dollar. Whereas us, we are creating a delta neutral position backed by gold, and we are essentially creating synthetic dirham. We can also peg it to any other currency, so it's very universal. We can peg it to US dollar, you can peg it to dirham, we can peg it to euro. But for now, we are starting with dirham, and then as we continue on, we'll be trying to work with different governments as well. But for now, we are doing it here.
As you told me this, I instantly challenged you that, like many people come up to me and say like, oh, we're going to do this and we're going to do a stable coin pegged to gold. And you told me, no, Mia, because they can't do it. Like we are uniquely positioned. I'm the only person who can do this. Tell me about that.
Well, I strongly believe that because in order to create something of value in the space and to improve the space, and to have adaptability across the board, you need to have connections, you need to have money, and you need to have influence. I'm talking about government influence. As much as I know, we have enough of all of these things. So I believe that we are in a very unique position, and we are going to be the only ones able to create that. I believe that, there is many projects looking to do stable coins, but they are essentially reinventing the world. They're just doing the same thing, right? It's just typical fiat to fiat pegs, right? They are not doing anything unique. The first unique one was USDE, so Ethena Labs. That was very interesting what they did. And we are just using the same concept as they did, right? So it's a proven concept. We are not reinventing the wheel. We are just, twisting it a little bit. When it comes to the influence money, we don't really need backers. We don't need money. We don't need investment. We are good on our own.
Yeah.
So everyone that's coming to crypto, they are looking to make money. We are doing this not really to make money, but to make change. I am honestly sick and tired of everything in this space. I hate that majority of the market these days is meme coins, meme coin this, meme coin that. It's just bullshit. Then there is, projects that are changing absolutely nothing. It's like connecting this with this. Okay, but why? So you have the whole space is just filled with nonsense. There is some nice projects that are actually worth looking at, but they will not make you money, because the projects that are actually good for the people, for the economy, for the governments, for the businesses, they're not the ones that are going like this, right? And people love seeing the price going like this.
Price going up, but people like making money.
Well, sure, but people don't realize that making 12%, 13% per annum is already good money, but they want to see 100% per month, which is essentially gambling.
It is, yeah. And I guess it depends the conditions they're at. Like, for example, like Korea gambling more, it has to do with the conditions of the country and how there's this huge discrepancy from the poor and the rich. So I guess like part of like the crowd it attracts, obviously, like crypto being money centric, it does attract that crowd. There is a lot of people that have good values like you do. I think what's interesting to see here is that your way of criticizing the industry to me is really interesting, because when you remove that aspect of the person that is looking for a quick flip, then something different sort of like emerges. And I do wonder like where this comes from within you specifically, like in your core, like why are you pushing for this?
Well, I'm pushing for
change.
For change. Look, I've observed a lot of scams in this market, especially in Dubai. Dubai is also filled with scammers that created some bullshit tokens. They pumped it, dumped it, I know people spending millions in marketing every month, just to push a project forward so they can exit, scam them.
Quick flip.
Market makers essentially helping people doing the exit liquidity, they're helping them remove the positions, right? That they have removed their holdings, liquidate. It's crazy. This is just crazy. Essentially, you have people in power that are creating something, the exchanges that they help these people as well sometimes. Like DEXs is one thing, right? No control there. But then you have, then the project does an audit, right? They go on the some centralized exchange, they get listed, and then it goes up and immediately liquidated, right?
Yeah.
With the help of market makers sometimes. So this is like the thing that they don't like, because people come into this space with big hope, of making money. And they don't realize that whenever you see huge income and huge percentages, then it is usually just, as I'm saying, a form of gambling. So people will make money in this space, right? But if you don't know when to quit, you will lose it in the end, and there is only going to be a couple of the winners in the top, just as we see, people that came here, like to Dubai, that were attending conferences, they are the people that are right now at the top, right? So they're at the peak. They came here, they have money, they are interested in this space, but many people, came last year. They are no longer here. Why? They are no longer here because they lost all of the money, most likely, because as I'm saying, it's a form of gambling.
So you have like a strong view on the institutional side, obviously, even more than on the degen side, if I may say so myself, after testing you last night. It is quite interesting because for me, like the way you navigate the space, it's really different. You were telling me like you were judging all these exchanges and why, for example, Coinbase is not your favorite, Binance is not your favorite, and Bybit was your favorite.
Yes, that is correct.
Tell the audience why. I know why, but
well, Bybit is my favorite because of the people. The people at Bybit, when I was speaking with them, they were very welcoming. I felt at home. So I mean, I know majority of the exchanges, the people, the teams behind, and all, but Bybit was by far the best team that I have ever met, like everyone from the listing managers to the business developers, institutional guys, everyone there was just so happy, friendly, and welcoming, to me that I just loved it, like I was even in Singapore, I was invited to just work from the office, their office at the Vanguard building. So I was just there every day, even though we have an office in Singapore, but I felt like okay, yeah, why not? Why not? Let's meet some more people. Let's meet all of the teams, everyone top down, and that's why like Bybit has become my exchange of preference now. I used to trade on KuCoin. I used to use Binance before as well. KuCoin was better for the some altcoins. But yeah, now it's Bybit. And they didn't have to sell me something. They didn't have to upgrade my tier. They didn't have to offer me affiliate deals and stuff. They just were happy. They were smiling. That's why I went with them.
I mean, you told me some other stuff. You said that like maybe Coinbase
Coinbase is so yeah, this is why I like Bybit, right? Coinbase I don't like at all. It's too much government influence. They also keep your money hostage. Sometimes you cannot withdraw it. Too much questions. I don't like it. Binance has its own problems. It's the largest, sure, but it has its own problems with also legal compliance. They are too much in the spotlight right now. So that's why I don't like Binance as well at the moment. KuCoin is managed by people that don't really pay their employees well.
Okay.
So this is the problem there. So the employees, they are very nice people, but there is nothing driving them, and they are all looking to switch.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So that's I mean, inside I know there's politics in these exchanges, and it's very, very weird.
Interesting. And you're like, it doesn't sound like you're a fan of market makers. Why is that?
It's not that I'm not a fan of market makers. It's just some of them, they are doing very shady work. I mean, they are doing what they are doing, correct? So like they are supposed to be doing this. But some of them, they are essentially helping scammers get away, because they do it smartly. They don't exit all at once. They exit slowly.
I see. So you've seen this happening.
Oh yeah, I've seen it happen multiple times. I know the people like in person, right? That orchestrated these scams. I know people that they used to be my friends up until they started, liking the ease of making money like this. So yeah, it was like my friend, and then he decided to do meme coins and pump and dumps, right? And then we stopped being friends. I told him like it's not the right thing to do. Sure, he's made like $47 million by now on doing so, but it's not the right thing to do. If you want to make money, just make something proper, run a business. It will take a couple of years and you will make money. Don't do it like, 1 month you want everything. You're going to lose it next month. Also, karma is a bitch.
Reputation. That reminds me when I was like a few years ago when the NFTs were a big thing. Same thing was happening, honestly. Like I had some friends from Italy I met with them in Barcelona. I went to Barcelona to meet people quickly. And they pitched me this whole idea, and I could see how it was going to work because it was unexpected. Like it was well planned. They had everything in place. And I saw the whole thing play out, and it worked. But like you, like I haven't talked with them since, and I wouldn't put them on a podcast. I wouldn't like introduce them to anyone because, like God knows like what they're going to do next. And these are also like people that build a lot of confidence on this. So then they tend to be rude as well with others around them. So it is unfortunate.
It is very unfortunate. Yes.
And with the market going up next year, I'm sure we're going to see a lot of this.
Oh yeah, it's going to be both NFTs, meme coins, or something new. There's definitely going to be something new. It's always new thing coming in, like now meme coins. But yeah, about what you were saying as well, KOLs now, right? KOLs and some influencers. It's also very problematic because they will promote anything that pays them, So this space is also filled with this.
There's a lot of that, yeah. I think some people filter because they're worried about reputation. Like
1% maybe. I know only one person on Twitter that isn't a sellout, essentially.
One person?
One person.
Who is this?
Elja.
Who is this?
It's local crypto.
From Dubai?
Yes. He's Saudi, but yeah, he lives here.
Okay. Yeah. Do you follow many people on Twitter?
Like maybe 5.
5?
5 or 10, yeah.
Who give me like a gist. What do you follow on Twitter? What do you use Twitter for?
I use it for news and uncensored stuff, just like Telegram.
Got it.
That's pretty much this. So like whenever you want to see the actual stuff that is happening, during wars or some conflicts or, whatever actually, then you just go to Telegram or you go to Twitter. This is the only places that you can actually see the news. If you check it on the websites that are news outlets, then you will not see anything, right? It's going to be already censored. It's not good. Mm-hmm. I like for people to be able to make their own judgment and their own opinion and not, be giving an opinion.
Right. Yeah. And it's also interesting to see like how certain people think.
Yeah.
You tell me that you have the ability to get your US citizenship, but you choose not to, which I told you, like, I actually think it's a good idea. I almost started the process of myself getting the visa, and I decided maybe it's not a good thing for me. It is interesting. Do you think that the elections will play out in a favorable way for the industry? Like, what do you think is going to happen?
I was asked this question before, and the thing is, I don't know. No, it's very hard to say, right? I believe that from the space, what the space says, they believe that if Trump wins, then the Bitcoin price is going up. If Kamala wins, then the Bitcoin price is going down. And
it's not just about the price; it's also about regulation, conviction. Mm-hmm.
So no, I do believe that Donald Trump is much more pro-crypto and pro-blockchain than Kamala is. I do believe that Democratic Party is kind of at its extinction in US in general. They're all that these turtles just walking around not knowing the stuff that they are saying. I mean, we have the current president of the United States who is barely even conscious, but he's walking like a zombie sometimes.
Oh, I know.
So, I mean, it's very unfortunate that you see an elderly person like this and, you put them in power and then you abuse them essentially.
But now you have Kamala, like she's very awake. She's very woke.
Yeah, she's almost too awake, especially with her laugh like a hyena, I cannot stand it. Honestly, I cannot stand it. I cannot stand any of the ideas of this party, really. I mean, if I was an American, I would be a Republican. That's definitely the thing.
It has somewhat had a spin on... It has had a spin since she took the position. It became something else. It became more like almost like a meme.
Yes, and what she's standing for and the people she represents. Some of them, this is like some of them they're really delusional.
Yeah.
Like you see people on the streets, they don't even know their own identity. When they are choosing someone to rule the country, this shouldn't be the case. I'm sorry, but some of these people are really mentally ill. And they need help.
This is the best way to wrap it up. Well, we've hit time, and it's been a pleasure to have you on. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much.